Assalamu alaikum Bliffians, you're watching Bliffy, the place to be for Muslim life hacks to follow our deen more easily. In the previous video, exam and study hacks for Ramadan, you guys requested a video with du'as that you can recite for your study and exam. So inshallah, in this video, we will look at 10 du'as that can help you while you're studying and in your exam inshallah. So let's get right into it. The first dua in this video is from the hadith and it is a snippet from a larger dua which we will look at in the next dua. So this dua is Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa'u wa min qalbin la yakhsha'u wa min nafsin la tashba'u wa min da'watin la yustajabu laha. O Allah, I seek refuge in you from the knowledge which does not benefit, from the heart that does not entertain the fear of Allah, from the soul that does not feel satisfied, and from the dua that is not responded. So in this dua, we are asking Allah to protect us from knowledge that does not benefit us so that we can focus on knowledge that does benefit us. In the second part of the dua, we are asking Allah to protect us from a heart that does not fear Allah so that we become someone who has love in our hearts for Allah. And in the next part of the dua, we are asking Allah to protect us from being a soul that is not satisfied, because obviously the nature of human beings is to keep wanting more and more, which creates a lack of satisfaction. So we are asking Allah to protect us from that. And when we combine the effects of having knowledge that does not benefit, having a heart that does not have love or fear for Allah, and having a dissatisfied soul, these all three combined lead us to having du'as that do not get answered. So that's why in the next part of the dua, we are asking Allah to protect us from du'as that are not answered. So pretty much in this dua, we are asking Allah to protect us from knowledge that does not benefit, from having a heart that does not love and fear Allah, from having a soul that is not satisfied, and from having du'as that are not answered. So combining all of these, when we make this dua, we are asking Allah to make us a good person who benefits from the deen and dunya aspect of our life. Now this dua is part of a bigger dua which is also from the hadith, and that bigger dua has a part that can help you in your studies. So the second dua in this video is اللهم إني أعوذ بك من العجز والكسل والجبن والبخل والحرم وعذاب القبر اللهم آت نفسي تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكها أنت وليها ومولاها اللهم إني أعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع ومن قلب لا يخشع ومن نفس لا تشبع ومن دعوة لا يستجاب لها. Which means, O Allah, I seek refuge in you from incapacity, from laziness, from cowardice, from miserliness, decrepitude, and from the torment of the grave. O Allah, grant to my soul the sense of righteousness and purify it, for you are the best purifier. You are the protecting friend and guardian. O Allah, I seek refuge in you from the knowledge that does not benefit, from the heart that does not entertain the fear of Allah, from the soul that does not feel contented, and the supplication that is not responded. So as we can see, the last sentence in this big dua is the same as the first dua that we looked at in this video. But when we look at the first part of this big dua, we see that we are asking Allah to protect us from incapacity and from laziness, as well as from other characteristics that prevent us from being a productive Muslim. So inshallah, reciting this dua can make you more productive while you study. The third dua in this video is a very simple one that you may already be doing. That is reciting A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim before starting your study as well as before starting your exam. When we recite A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem, we are asking Allah to protect us from shaitan so that we do not get distracted by his mischief. And when we recite Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim before starting our work, we are starting off with the blessings of Allah in our studies and in our exam. You can watch this 30-second clip here to understand the benefits of saying Bismillah and how reciting Bismillah before anything we do makes that action complete. That 30-second clip is just about Bismillah. But what about reciting Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim? The thing is, when we add Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, we are reminding ourselves that Allah is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. So before beginning our task, we are giving ourselves this reminder that Allah is Ar-Rahman and Allah is Ar-Rahim. He is the most gracious and the most merciful. So whatever task we're doing is not a big burden on us because Allah is the most gracious and the most merciful and He is with us. So even if you don't recite any other du'as from this video, make sure you definitely recite this one before you start studying as well as before you start your exam. The fourth dua in this video is from the Quran, and it is a very simple one. It is from Surah Taha, and it is Rabbi Zidni Ilma. You're asking Allah to increase you in knowledge. So you can recite this before you start studying, when you're studying and you find something is difficult, or even after you finish studying. You can also recite this before an exam, during an exam, and after an exam, because you're simply asking Allah to increase you in knowledge, to give you the knowledge that you need. So when you recite this dua before you start studying, you're asking Allah to make this study session a means of getting knowledge and increasing you in knowledge. And when you recite this dua before you start your exam or in your exam, you're asking Allah to increase you in knowledge so that whatever you studied can be used in this exam that you're writing. So this is a very simple dua from Surah Taha, verse 114, Rabbi Zidni Ilma. The fifth dua in this video is also from Surah Taha, and it is a dua that Musa alayhi salam recited when he was given the difficult task of giving da'wah to Fir'aun. So Musa alayhi salam asked Allah to make this task easy for him, and he recited, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. O my sustainer, open up my heart and make my task easy for me, and loosen the knot from my tongue so that they might fully understand my speech. When you recite this dua, inshallah, before you start studying, or when you're finding that something is hard in your studies, as well as in your exam, you're asking Allah to make the task easy for you, to open up your heart so that you can absorb the knowledge while you're studying. When we ask Allah to open up our hearts, is to pretty much free ourselves from the worry, the anxiety, and the fear that fills us within. So we're asking Allah to remove that and to make our task easy for us. The sixth dua in this video is Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahla wa anta taj'alul hazna sahlan idha shi'ta sahla. Which means, oh Allah, nothing is easy except what you have made easy. If you wish, you can make the difficult easy. You can recite this when you're studying something difficult, or when you have a difficulty in your exam, inshallah, it will become easier for you, because Allah is the one who makes things easy, and if He wishes, He can turn the difficult things into easy things for you. The seventh dua in this video is related to making your study stress-free. So the dua is
اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الهم والحزن والعجز والكسل والبخل والجبن وضلع الدين وغلبة الرجال.
O Allah, I seek refuge in you from grief and sadness, from weakness and from laziness, from miserliness and from cowardice, from being overcome by debt and overpowered by others. So when you recite this dua, you are asking Allah to protect you from anxiety, from worry, from being lazy, from being weak, and from being overpowered and burdened by others. So this dua is like a whole package that you can recite before you're studying, so that you go into your sessions stress-free and without anxiety and worry, without any weakness or laziness, inshallah. The eighth dua in this video is Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'a wa rizqan tayyiba wa amalan mutaqabbala, which is, oh Allah, I ask you for beneficial knowledge, goodly provision, and acceptable deeds. So this dua is self-explanatory. We're asking Allah to provide us with knowledge that benefits us, to give us good rizq from the knowledge that benefits us, and we're also asking for deeds that He accepts. So once again, it's a whole combination package of asking Allah for beneficial knowledge and everything else that follows from it, which is good rizq and good deeds. The ninth dua in this video is also from the Quran, and it is something that the angels said when Allah taught Adam alayhi salam the names of things, and He asked the angels to name those things. So the angels said, Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim, which means, exalted you are, we have no knowledge except what you have taught us. Indeed, it is you who is the knowing, the wise. So by reciting this, you're acknowledging His knowledge, and you're beginning your study or exam by praising Him for His knowledge of everything that He has created. The 10th dua in this video is a dua that was recited by Yunus alayhi salam when he was in the belly of the fish, which is La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntum minaz zalimin, which is, there is no God except you, exalted you are, indeed I have been of the wrongdoers. Now this dua is from the Quran, but the Prophet ﷺ said that if anybody recites this dua for anything, Allah will respond to it and his dua is answered. So make sure you recite this dua whenever you feel something is stressing you out during your study or in your exam, and inshallah Allah will answer your duas. Now, although this video was for 10 du'as only, we have some bonus additional du'as that you can use for your study and exams, because why not? Okay, so the 11th du'a in this video is Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum bi rahmatika astaghis aslih li sha'ni kullah wa la takilni ila nafsi tarfata ayn. Now this dua is from the hadith, and the Prophet ﷺ used to recite it whenever something made him worried. The meaning of this dua is, O the living, O the eternal, I seek help in your grace. Set right all my affairs and give me not over to myself even for as little as the wink of an eye. So we are asking Allah here to make our tasks easy for us and to not leave us alone for even the blink of an eye. Whenever we recite this dua, we need to make sure that we have a firm belief in Allah and we trust Him that Allah will take care of our problems regardless of whether the problems are related to the deen or the dunya. So inshallah, you can recite this dua whenever you're feeling stressed, worried for your exams or your studies, or when you are studying. Also, whenever you come across anything that is difficult, make sure you remind yourself of Inna ma'al usri yusra, that with hardship comes ease. First there is hardship and then there are easy times. So once you get through the hard subjects and the hard task of getting through your exams, inshallah, everything else will be easy. We need to make sure we do our hard work so that we get to the easy part of our lives. There are ups and downs in our life, but when there is hardship, we need to understand that there will be ease too. So keep going. All the best for your exams, and make sure you watch the other videos linked down in the description below, which can still continue to help you for your exams and get your du'as answered and making things easier for you. So once again, all the best for your exams, and inshallah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, live your beliefs and stay tuned to Bliffy. I literally have an umbrella on the top here. So when you recite this dua, you're asking Allah to give you ease and from being burdened and overpowered by others. Salam used to recite it anytime that
So my dream for Jannah grows day by day, and I pray to Allah to guide me all the way till I make it to His paradise.